The city was put under a curfew for the first time overnight. Thousands of National Guard troops and U.S. Marines called in by President Trump are in L.A. this morning. The president is being accused of a double standard here compared to the January 6th assault on the Capitol, where he waited to send troops to respond to his violent supporters.
The military presence on some streets in downtown Los Angeles and the president's words about it Tuesday.
There were certain areas of Los Angeles that you could have called it an insurrection.
Have inflamed criticisms from victims of the January 6th attack, like former Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn, who asks if the president is engaging in a double standard.
You spent a lot of years as a police officer. You saw the FBI director post on social media, hit a cop, you go to jail.
As it should be. But effective when? Or only applies to who? That needs an asterisk next to it.
Months after pardoning more than 1,500 Capitol riot defendants, including nearly 600 accused of or convicted of assaulting or beating police, the president is arguing for a tougher stance against those who confront law enforcement in L.A.
They spit, we hit.
Governor Gavin Newsom blasted the contrasting responses to the two events in his address last night.
And by the way, Trump, he's not opposed to lawlessness and violence as long as it serves him. What more evidence do we need than January 6th?
House Speaker Mike Johnson responded to accusations of hypocrisy Tuesday.
Everybody wants me to relitigate January 6th. I'm not going to do that. There's a very clear distinction between the two. The people who broke the law and destroyed property met with the proper consequences on that.
Brendan Ballou prosecuted several Capitol siege cases before resigning from the Department of Justice earlier this year.
Whether or not there's violence happening in Los Angeles, whether there are crimes that are being committed that are going to be prosecuted, what made January 6th different was that was an attempt to overthrow the democratic process.
And an election.
Yeah.
The White House defends the actions taken in Los Angeles, saying President Trump was elected to secure the border, equip federal officials with the tools to execute this plan, and restore law and order. Meanwhile, the wanted posters for those suspected of assaulting police in California are going up months after all the cases related to January 6th were shut down.